A sleek F-35 Lightning II glides silently through a stormy night sky, its angular silhouette barely visible against flashes of lightning. The camera zooms in on its glowing cockpit displays, then cuts to a missile streaking toward a target below. Narrator: picture this. It's a moonless night over the South China Sea. A single jet moves like a ghost, invisible to radar, its sensor scanning the horizon for threats. This is no ordinary fighter. This is the F-35 Lightning II, the most advanced, most controversial, and most expensive war machine ever built. Welcome to Wings of Power, where we uncover the heart-pounding stories of the world's greatest fighter jets. Today, we're diving into the epic saga of the F-35, a fifth-generation stealth jet that's rewriting the rules of modern warfare. From its troubled beginnings to its unmatched capabilities, this is the story of a jet that's both a technological marvel and a lightning rod for debate. Buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's soar into skies with the F-35 Lightning montage of F-35 variants. F-35 taking off from a runway. F-35 be hovering like a VTOL beast. F-35C landing on an aircraft carrier. Dramatic orchestral music swells. The F-35 Lightning II isn't just a fighter jet. It's a flying supercomputer, a stealth predator, and a multi-role masterpiece. Designed to dominate air, land, and sea, it's flown by the U.S. Air Force, Navy, Marines, and over a dozen allied nations. With a price tag exceeding $400 billion, it's the most expensive weapons program in history. But what makes this jet so special? And why has it sparked endless debates among pilots, engineers, and politicians? To answer that, we need to go back to the 1990s, when the U.S. military dreamed of a single jet that could do it all: stealth, air superiority, ground attack, and carrier operations. This is a story of ambition, innovation, and resilience. Let's start at the beginning. Fade to black. Then cut to archival footage of 1990s Pentagon briefings and concept sketches of futuristic jets' engineers in cleanroom suits assembling early F-35 prototypes. Blueprints and 3D models of the jet flash on screen. In the 1990s, the Cold War was over, but new threats were emerging: rogue nations, advanced air defenses, and the rise of stealth technology. The U.S. military had a problem. Its aging fleet of F-16s, F divided by a -18S, and AP Harriers couldn't keep up with the future. The Pentagon launched the Joint Strike Fighter JSF program, a bold plan to create one jet to replace them all. The goal? A family of stealthy, multi-role fighters that could serve the Air Force, Navy, and Marines, while being affordable and exportable to allies. Two aerospace giants, Lockheed Martin and Boeing, competed for the contract, each promising a jet that could reshape warfare. Lockheed Martin's X-35 prototype was a gamble. Unlike Boeing's bulkier X-32, the X-35 was sleek, angular, and packed with revolutionary tech. Its key feature? 3 variants tailored to different missions. The F-35A for conventional runways, the F-35B for short takeoffs and vertical landings style, and the F-35C for carrier operations. The F-35B's ability to hover, like a helicopter, was a game-changer, thanks to a unique lift fan system developed with Rolls-Royce. Visual: slow-motion clip of an F-35B hovering, its lift fan glowing in the twilight. But the F-35's development was a roller coaster. The program faced massive challenges. Integrating stealth, advanced sensors, and style capability into one airframe was like solving a million-piece puzzle. By 2001, Lockheed Martin's X-35 won the JSF contract, beating Boeing's X-32 in a fly-off that showcased its agility and versatility. Visual: archival footage of X-35 versus X-32 fly-offs, with pilots performing tight. Yet, victory was just the beginning. The F-35 program ballooned in cost and complexity. Software glitches plague its advanced systems, like the Autonomic Logistics Information System, ALIS, meant to streamline maintenance but riddled with bugs. The jet stealth coating required constant upkeep, and its helmet-mounted display, where pilots see through the jet skin using augmented reality, took years to perfect. By 2010, the program was over budget and behind schedule, earning it the nickname the $1 trillion jet. Critics called it a boondoggle, Supporters called it the future. Visual, news headlines flashing. F-35 costs soar. Pentagon defends JSF. Despite the setbacks, the F-35 pushed boundaries. Its stealth wasn't just about radar evasion. It was about information dominance. The Jetson/APG, 81 AESA radar and distributed aperture system, DAS, give pilots a 360-degree view of the battlefield, fusing data from satellites, drones, and other aircraft. It's like flying with the omniscience of a god. Visual, animation of DAS showing heat signatures of enemy jets and missiles, and by 2015, the F-35A reached initial operational capability with the U.S. Air Force, followed by the F-35B and F-35C. Allies like the UK, Israel, and Japan began receiving their jets, each customized for their needs. But the question remained, could this high-tech marvel prove itself in combat? F-35s, streaking over a desert, dropping precision-guided bombs? Cut to cockpit POV, with HUD displaying targets. The F-35's first taste of combat came in 2018, when Israel's Air Force deployed its F-35I, a Deer variant, in strikes over Syria. Visual, night vision footage of F-35s taking off from an Israeli airbase. Operating in one of the most contested airspaces in the world, the F-35I faced Russian-made S-300 and S-400 air defense systems, some of the most advanced threats on the planet. Yet, the jet's stealth and electronic warfare capabilities allowed it to slip through undetected, striking targets with surgical precision. Israeli pilots praise the F-35's ability to see the battlefield, using its sensors to detect threats invisible to older jets like the F-16IN 2019. The U.S. Marine Corps used the F-35B in Afghanistan, leveraging its style capability to operate from austere bases. F-35B landing vertically on a dusty runway, Marines cheering in the background. The jet's ability to hover and strike with pinpoint accuracy made it a game-changer for close air support, saving troops under fire. One Marine pilot recounted a mission where the F-35BS sensors detected an ambush before ground forces even knew they were targeted, a testament to its situational awareness. The F-35's combat record isn't without controversy. In 2021, a U.S. F-35A was involved in a classified mission over Iraq, reportedly neutralizing an ISIS command center. But details are scarce, fueling speculation about the jet's true capabilities. Unlike the F-16, which racked up dogfight kills, the F-35 is designed for a different kind of war, one where stealth and information dominate. Critics argue it's never faced a peer adversary like China's J-20 or Russia's Su-57. Supporters counter that its real-world missions prove it's untouchable. Visual, split-screen comparison of F-35 versus J-20, with stats like radar cross-section and Sensor 1 gripping story, comes from a 2020 NATO exercise, where F-35s from Norway and the Netherlands fought against simulated Russian defenses. The jets operated in a network formation, sharing data in real time to outmaneuver radar and missile systems. A Norwegian pilot described it as playing chess while your opponent is playing checkers. The F-35's ability to coordinate with drones, ships, and other jets makes it a force multiplier, turning a single aircraft into a battlefield orchestrator. Animation of F-35s linking with drones and AWACS. Data streams visualized as glowing lines. But the F-35's combat story isn't just about missions. It's about pilots. Take Captain Sarah Viper Thompson, a fictionalized example for narrative purposes, a U.S. Air Force pilot who flew an F-35A during a tense 2022 mission near the Baltic Sea. Facing Russian Su-35s probing NATO airspace, her F-35 stealth and sensors allowed her to track the enemy without being detected. It was like being invisible, she later said. They never knew I was there. Her mission de-escalated a potential crisis, proving the F-35's value in deterrence. Dramatic reenactment of F-35 shadowing a Su-35, cockpit alerts. Close-up of F-35's angular design, radar waves bouncing off its stealth coating. Cut to cockpit with glowing helmet display. The F-35 isn't just a jet. It's a technological leap. Its stealth is its first superpower. With a radar cross-section smaller than a golf ball, it's nearly invisible to enemy radar. This comes from its angular design, radar-absorbent materials, and internal weapons bays that hide missiles and bombs. But stealth is just a start. The F-35's real magic lies in its sensors and software. The /APG-81 AESA radar can track multiple targets at once, from enemy jets to ground vehicles, even in jamming heavy environments. The Distributed Aperture System, DAS, uses 6 infrared cameras to give pilots a 360-degree view, letting them see through the jet skin. Pilot's POV through helmet, spotting a hidden tank through the floor. The helmet itself, costing $400,000, projects critical data like speed, altitude, and threats directly onto the visor like a real-life video game. The F-35's multi-role capability is another strength. It can strike in seconds, carrying weapons like the Joint Strike Missile JSM and Small Diameter Bomb SDB. The F-35 BS-style capability makes a favor for Marines, operating from amphibious ships or makeshift runways. F-35 be hovering over a carrier, then transitioning 2025. The upgraded Block 4 variant introduced better processing power and new weapons, but at a cost of billions. Allies like Australia and Japan have customized their F-35s, integrating local tech like Norway's JSM for anti-ship missions. Maps showing F-35 operators worldwide, with flags and jet variants. The F-35's network-centric warfare is its future. It links with drones, satellites, and other platforms, creating a combat cloud where data flows instantly. In a 2023 test, an F-35 controlled a swarm of drones to jam enemy radar, a glimpse of 6th-generation warfare. Visual animation of F-35 directing drones, with data streams connecting news clips of congressional hearings, headlines like F-35, $1 trillion mistake. The F-35's price tag, over $400 billion of development and counting, has made it a lightning rod for criticism. Detractors call it jack of all trades, master of none, arguing its multi-role design sacrifices performance. Dogfight tests against F-16s in 2015 showed the F-35 struggled in close-range combat, sparking debates about its agility. Maintenance costs are another issue. Keeping the jet's stealth coding and sensors operational is a logistical nightmare. Technicians in cleanroom suits inspecting an F-35. Pilots have mixed feelings. Some love the jet's situational awareness. Others miss the raw agility of older fighters like the F-22 Raptor. Visual, split screen of F-35 versus F-22, highlighting differences in design. The F-22, a pure air superiority fighter, was canceled in favor of the F-35, a decision still debated today. Exporting the F-35 has also stirred controversy. Allies like Turkey were kicked out of the program due to geopolitical tensions, while others, like Israel, have pushed the jet's limits with custom upgrades. Turkish F-35 on a tarmac, then fading to black. Yet, defenders argue the F-35's costs are justified. Its ability to dominate modern battlefields, where data and stealth trump raw speed, makes it indispensable. As threats like China's J-20 and hypersonic missiles grow, the F-35's adaptability is its strength. F-35 flying alongside a J-20, with a 10 standoff F-35 in a Hollywood blockbuster, then at an air show with crowds cheering. The F-35 has left its mark beyond the battlefield. It starred in movies like Top Gun, Maverick, inspired tech, though not directly shown, and video games like Ace Combat. Air shows featuring the F-35 BS vertical landings draw a gasp from crowds, showcasing its futuristic appeal. F-35 be hovering in an air show, fireworks in the pilots call the lightning for its speed and power, but also for its complexity. Like a bolt of electricity, it's brilliant but unpredictable. Its legacy is still being written. With over 1,000 jets delivered by 2025 and plans for thousands more, the F-35 will shape air forces for decades. But as 6th-generation jets loom, will it remain king of the skies? Concept art of a futuristic jet, fading into an F-35 narrator. From a controversial prototype to a global powerhouse, the F-35 Lightning II is more than a jet. It's a vision of the future. Its stealth, sensors, and versatility have redefined warfare, proving that brains can outmatch brawn. Whether it's striking targets in Syria, deterring rivals in the Pacific, or hovering over a marine outpost, the F-35 is a force to be reckoned with. But its story isn't over. As new threats emerge, the Lightning II will evolve, carrying the dreams of engineers and the courage of pilots into the next era of flight montage of F-35s in action, pilots saluting and jets fading into the... Thank you for joining us on this epic journey through the F-35 story. If you loved this deep dive, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for more fighter jet sagas on Wings of Power. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite F-35 moment? Want us to cover the F-22 Raptor or Rafale next? Let us know, and check out our playlist for more aviation adventures. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies,